And welcome back, YouTube. So this will be the third part in the Frostpunk 2 series. So I technically, on Twitch, I suppose this is still technically the first part, because I haven't put any hard breaks in Twitch. We're going to pick up from where we left off in Chapter 1, where we're technically scraping the barrel. So our new limiters here know that the coal is limited. So it's time to think of a new way to solve the coal shortage problem. I suppose technically the tech tree has a way that if we're really going to go gung-ho about it, where we could probably try to run the entire city off of charcoal, but that doesn't sound like that's going to work, and I don't think they think that's going to work. Okay, so we've developed blasting mine coal. We wanted more coal. We've got advanced coal choices down here, so we've got advanced shaft mines. Okay, so that would cost a steam core, but that's basically what we already have, but without the squalor problem. Or we can get the squalor problem back. Why would I want... So I've already researched this, which... Oh, so it's more output, right? So I can either get more output, and if here it's faster output. It's not even going to be more out of the mine, and the mine's still got a fixed amount in it. Okay, so cheaper, fewer workers and have squalor, or more workers and don't have the squalor. Okay. We don't need the housing insulation yet. Don't have the oil. Don't have fuel. Don't have access to oil. Don't have access to steam. So I'm basically going through these and seeing which one makes sense. So this allows a way to reduce squalor. We have a source of squalor somewhere and we want to reduce it. Okay. Squalor or such on food production. Worker shifts. Decrease production efficiency at the benefit of gaining reduction in disease. Or upgrade squalor but get more work requirement, or reduce work requirements. This is salvage versus mechanical. Basically, I'm going through the tech tree trying to figure out what I want to focus on grabbing first. Once we actually go out exploring, we'll probably want things like the scout headquarters to lower the threat levels. If we're gathering out in the Frostlands, we're going to want the harvesting efficiency. The type of logistics bay we have affects the frost teams, how many frost teams we have. Right now, well, either way, it's Skyways. Skyways is makes transportation of more resources back and forth with colonies a possibility, but okay. We can do housing blocks, which we don't need right now. Maintenance choices. So we can do unproductives, do maintenance to lower material demand and production efficiency. I don't know, is that increased production efficiency? Yeah, that's increased production efficiency. Or efficiency bonuses. And I think those are laws, so I think I have to research those laws. We can come down and do hospitals, watchtowers, stuff related to youth. These are the hubs, which I probably don't need yet. I'm going to look at them anyway. Reduce tension, increase trust, reduce crime. We will need to do the reduce crime one at some point. If we're doing stuff that can increase disease, we'd want to do that. Reduce work requirements and the proximity. You release material demands, okay. Okay, so everyone's in agreement. This would be a good idea. Okay, so where do we want to actually do research, and what do we want to research? Should probably keep researching. We don't need the coal right now. We don't need the faster coal. I suppose I could go into factories, because we do need more goods being produced. Well, let's try researching that. Okay. Can I build what I researched, or do I need to do a law pass? Okay, so it's just gonna let me build it. Okay, so we can build it. Battle events, the quest. Do I have what I need to start building farms? Because we probably want to get food going at some point. Well, apparently we also need more materials as well. It looks like the food demand is more pressing. So let's try to get the food districts up while I'm thinking about it. Not sure if that's going to give me the heat bonus. If that doesn't give me the heat bonus, it'll be tempting to expand one of these two. But we'll see. And then expanding these has upped these to 25. Okay, so if I had 5 heat stamps, I could expand the housing district again, which makes a lot more sense than potentially expanding the farm district, because the farm district would make it go faster. But I still have finite food, so I'll just run out the finite supply faster if I make it bigger. So I have to be a little bit careful there. So the quest is now go find more fuel. District. How much food does a food district make? 50 food. Okay, so I'm going to be happy with just one of those going. So what we want to do is we want to frostbake out to one of the old way stations. Hopefully in a way that's productive and get something else done. So I can run down here. So how many way stations do we have? There's just 3 way stations? Yeah, it's just 3 way stations. So it's either there or here. That probably makes the most sense for running out with the frost breaking. Can I make it there in one go? Yep. So we'll do that frost breaking. Do I want to frost break out to that one? I don't think I'm going to make it all the way there. Does look like I'm going to need more materials. I need more materials fairly soon. I think that's a good place for housing, so at some point I'm going to want to build housing out there. So it may make sense to frost break those out. So.
If you're unsure whether foraged food additive is safe for consumption, consult your local scout office.
Yeah. If you're not sure if it's safe, check with the experts. The experts the experts hopefully know. I'm gonna wait for some time to pass while those frost-breaking events go on. Okay, so the frost-breaking has happened. Okay, with the food district done, we can see we're a lot closer on the food requirement. And I'm a lot happier with being close on the food requirement. You're doing some squalor. You're also earning a lot more fuel than we need. So let's see. Can I turn you down? Let's turn you down a bit. Both to save the materials, right? We don't want to be burning through our materials. We've got to find out materials to lay out, you know. The frost breaking's done, so we can set up the logistics point right now, which may make sense. Get some exploration going. Oh, I have to decide. It's telling me I have to decide which type of logistics to do. Oh, no. Oh, maybe I clicked on the wrong thing. Yeah, I probably clicked too close to this and it brought this up. Okay. And it's telling me, hey, you don't have enough heat stamps for all these choices, which is fine. We're doing. We still got some science go, so we don't need to be banged. I don't know. So we have a law proposal. What to propose? So we don't need to go anything rule, society based. Okay, so I don't want to be reducing heat stamps because that's what we're bottlenecked by right now. We don't necessarily need workers. Hopefully no one's dying. That might pass, but we don't necessarily need that right away. We don't necessarily have a disease problem yet. What do we want to have? Community service work. Service exemptions or expedition support is probably what we want. People are divided, so it might not pass. People are divided, but there's no one opposed to it, so I think this one would pass. And this would give us heat stamps. That's an option. Might go with the heat stamps because we want early heat stamps. But we could reduce the goods demand. That'll allow us to pull back on the factory. We've already done 4 adjectives, so what do we want? We want yeah, we probably just want those heat stamps. Let's go do the law for the heat stamps. Another one. It's the community service one, so service exemptions. We'll propose service exemptions, and we'll see how everyone votes for it or against it. That's up to them. There's random chance at play here, and it passes.
Have spoken. The law takes effect.
A new law regarding community service takes effect. So that is, well, okay. That didn't make very much apparently. That's making us a whole 0.8 more heat stamps a week. I could have lived without that, I think. No, Stewart's goons would boss me around like I'm their puppet. The city's capitulating to the worst of us. The selfish and the lazy. Okay, it's your building. Probably want to solve that material shortage sooner rather than later, or at least get it smaller. That's what I think we need to do. So let's go. Do we have enough to do the extraction? I think so. I think so. So you're giving me a heads up about district employment. Well, in this case, because I have all the workers working. So I suppose that's the thing to recognize, is I am now at the point where all my workers are working. Okay, so our law is done. Obviously, I'll need some heat stamps. Okay, so do I raise trust in an effort to, well, I'd get more workforce. I'd trade workforce for heat stamps there. Is what that really is. As well as getting the children to do stuff, which makes people happy. Or do I want access to hospitals? Maybe we want to do something else. Lots of choices. Materials demand reduced. It's probably, because it's slightly, it's not going to be very much, I suppose. Lumber activity maintenance. We did grab the factories one, right? So we haven't actually built it yet, but we now have mechanical factories researched. We have choices as far as goods and prefabs. Okay, so I can get either better goods or better prefab factories. What sawmills? Do you want the sawmills untreated or treated? I suppose the question there might be, have I figured out a way to treat disease? So yeah, probably at some point we need to get hospitals. So which hospital do we want to research? Teaching or regular? I needed to pass this as a law. I think the regular would be the more easy to pass, but I think the teaching one's going to be better for us to pick up early, so we'll pick up the teaching one. And once we have that, we can start doing some stuff that would raise disease without too much of a problem. And we can probably speed this up a bit while we're waiting for these to build. You're giving me an event in relationship to it. Okay, so you're telling me, hey, you want me to pass a law related to children. Whoops. Zoomed out further because we just had the thing complete for exploration.
Logistic district is now operational. First expeditions in search for fuel.
Take those new Londoners back in so we can send them to go retrieve more people. So that would give us more workers. So yeah, let's get the exploration going and use the rest to bring the people back in. Ben shelters. All have returned to New London. Now the site is a way station for our scouts. Okay. Looks like it's about to get colder, and it is. With it being colder, I do still want to keep filling the stockpile, so we're going to assign more to the extraction, coal extraction. The explorers will explore. It is tempting to potentially send more out.
Secure additional layers. A cold season
Actually, that is enough,
imminent.
so we will need to... We're going to fully bring the coal mine online, and I think probably also begin extracting the other coal deposit. Like so. Did we bring that many people in? Ooh, must have brought a lot of people in then. Okay, so we need a lot more food. Food. Actually, I don't need a lot more food, but I do need another food district. That's basically what we're going to do. So we need another food district. Can probably... Oh, no, never mind. Okay. So that'll probably... I think I need to expand that food district to get it close enough to get the adjacency bonus with the housing districts we already have. Okay, so minus 20 from the temp, and we don't have enough adjacency yet with the neighboring housing district to get a heat saving bonus on it. Then we do need more housing, so that is an option. So we can come in here and we can expand this housing. If I go there, do I need to go in more? Like so. Yeah, something like that. So with that, you should get adjacency bonuses now. And we need more heat stamps. And we don't have enough heat? Oh yeah, I worked out, and that's why I started building mine. Not remembering my thought process and what I was doing before, from before. Okay. Waiting for heat stamps mostly. So I suppose I could try to shake the factions down for money. It's probably the source for more money now.
Remember to keep your heat lamp maintained. It might just save your life.
Give it 79 heat stamps. Okay, so that's kind of the problem I'm going to run into. So this is going to grant them agendas. So if I didn't really necessarily care where my laws were going, I could start granting agendas and then use that to bolster them for taking money off of them. So we need to be running at full speed. Food is good. We don't need food to be better. We're making enough coal now that the mine's running. We still have a material shortage, so that would be an argument maybe to build... If we had the heat stamps, to build the mechanical factory to upgrade the goods produced. But then that's also gonna... Wait, that's more materials probably? More materials demand? Yeah, 60 materials demand. So what we need to fix is I need to get more materials. I need to find a way to get more materials. We have 30 weeks to figure out what we're doing with children. Commit to resolving the issue. I'll agree to committing to resolve the issue. Yeah, especially if children are going so out of their way to get themselves killed. Okay, so let's upgrade the number of workers, because we already ran out of workers once. And the other option, because I need to pass one of these two options, the other option is going to raise the heat stamp cost. So the stalwarts won't play ball here. Get the new lenders on board, the new lenders will auto-pass it. So if we say, I want you to vote for it, city development effort, community action, or machine-centric shifts. Put less pressure on workers. Okay, so it's an option. I'm not sure if I want that path. What about Frostlanders? What will you... Durable goods, so lower the demand. So that's I have to make less stuff, so that's tempting. We already have a law in this category, so this would be changing the law in that category, which I would not want to do. I am on board potentially with durable goods. So let's say we'll give you durable goods. This should now pass. People are still pretty divided on the issue, but I think that's enough in our favor that it should pass, and it does.
The delegates have spoken. The law takes effect.
So the next one will have to be durable goods. what's the state of finding minerals? So we got lots of minerals there. Well, I suppose materials, right? It's materials. In this case, this is forests, not minerals. It's not like steel. These are frozen forests. I think the endless ones might be steel. Yeah, the endless ones would be steel. Would be shallow iron veins. Would be the steel. Okay. So there is an argument to frost break into these, so I can get more steel. And then it's not that expensive to frost break, so let's start frost breaking. Get some more extraction going. People saying we don't need durable goods. We'd like it to be durable enough that, you know, you're not going through our materials like they're hotcakes. Please and thank you. Yeah, so from expanding that, we're now getting the near bonuses on the heat. 3 times, which is really good right now. That's getting us down to 30 heat there. And it's helping the housing, because we also have a housing shortage. Oh, I guess doing this is actually also upping the housing heat requirement, so it's 40 housing. This one doesn't have the research district, which is why it's... Okay, so it's always 40, so that makes sense to always be expanding if you can expand it. It looks like you can only expand it 2 times, which is what I gleaned from the wiki. Do something like an expansion there. We don't need to expand the food production, but I'm going to expand the food production for... Ah, okay. I need to do some frost breaking up here before I do this. I am going to do the frost breaking. Now that I'm thinking about it, because we're still going to want to get out there. So I want to do that tile specifically. This is maybe not the most efficient frost breaking for getting out to things quickly, but we're going to want to start sort of snaking our way out there. And similar sort of over here, we are going to want to get, while we've got the workforce, get out to... Ooh, we're not quite long enough there. Okay, in which case I'll get this food source opened up. And then we can expand off next time to get to that district. How much food surplus? Oh, so we're right on the dot with the food surplus right now. So expanding the food district to lower the heating costs, then to just turn around to lower the actual use at the food district probably makes sense. No, I'll probably actually lower this one, not that one. Need more sick people, but we got enough people not working that's not a problem. As long as they're not dying from sickness. So we finished the exploration. The others. In a cavern near the bay, we found a disturbing site, blah blah blah. So this is leading towards a hypothetical fuel source. And we found a village with fish. So we'll send 5 guys to go retrieve those people, retrieve the workers. And we do want to find the oil source. So this is where the oil source is going to be, so we send the guys off to go to the oil source. Once those guys get back from retrieving those workers, we can send them back out again to start getting more food from the fishing site. Nope. Not wanting to make trails yet. Back to this. And we got an idle research tree. You have access to hospitals. And right now we can only liberate the youth. Don't want to decrease the heat stamps, because that's really what we're being limited by right now is the heat stamps. Oh, I promised... Though that's a law. Durable goods is a law, right? So, I suppose I could go into... Now that I have a way to fight disease, it might be worth doing untreated sawmills. Yeah, let's start researching untreated sawmills.
Don't shield your apprentice from
So we can get more materials to get the materials problem under control. Without having to sprawl across as much of the map. So let's see what you're asking for. Not mandatory checkups or banned mandatory checkups. So make one group happy, one group angry, or make all the groups angry. We'll allow the mandatory checkups to keep going. They're still pretty neutral with me at the moment, so that's good. And everyone's reasonably happy with me, so support or trust is going up. Oh, and food. Oh, because the people have come back. So the people are back, so we should go out onto the Frostlands and tell our harvesting teams to go grab that food. More people in the city, which raises the housing requirements. So that's the thing I probably need to be most concerned about. We now got more food. Now that our frost breaking's done, I can do something like this. We'll leave that tile open in case we want to throw like a guard post there. So we don't necessarily need this for food production off the farm, but this will get us. Oh, actually, no, I do need that. So if I go there, the farm district will be next to 3 tiles from the housing district, and the housing district will be 3 tiles next to the farm district. So they should both get heat when it's that way. To lower heat requirements. And the other thing I can do, because we now have excess food coming in, is I can lower the people working at one of the farm districts to get our workers back and lower the heating requirements that way. And then we do need more housing. Oh, I need to frost break that. Oops, daisy. Yeah, something like that. So once that's done frost breaking, we can throw another housing district over there. And then the expansion of the housing districts should, because each one of these is going to be 30. So technically that probably won't be enough housing, but that's a good start. And we'll start contemplating after that. Let's get some extraction districts going to try to raise the amount of materials we're getting. Okay, regardless of how I do this, I'm not going to get all of these under the same one. So get all of those. So... Oh, I'm probably going to want to do more frost breaking now that I'm thinking about it over here. So let's try to do the frost breaking before I get too far carried away. Oh, and I'm out of heat stamps. Gotta wait for the heat stamps coming. Too many things to do. Want to do all the things. Oh, and I'm probably Hello, first time chatter, if you're actually still here listening. This is probably about the point where I should put another cut in for YouTube, so see you YouTube in a bit.